Many years ago, the world was a very different place. Spirits actually lived right alongside humans. It was a time when things got dangerous, and they often did. The spirits would come to the rescue. Specifically, there were these two very special spirits. Two brothers who would save houses that had a certain kind of poster on the front door. People called them the Guardian's Brother. They were like the world's best, most protective guards. But, as you know, the world always changes. Over time, humans began to forget about the spirits. They learned to live and take care of themselves without any spiritual help. Because of this, the spirit world seemed to lose its purpose. Still, some things remained. Some small, special places that remembered. Picture this. It's raining. A gentle city rain. We see a little soup shop right in the middle of the city. A dear granny opens up the shop for the day. On the other side of the road, a young girl is walking with her mother. They go straight inside and greet the granny, who is the girl's grandmother. The granny's daughter, Luli, looks at a worn-out poster hanging in the shop and asks her mother, "Do you still believe in spirits?" The granny smiles and says, "These spirits, my dear, they have protected this little shop for all these years." She tells them that her own mother, the girl's great-grandmother, had actually seen the spirits with her own eyes. Then, Granny serves them a wonderful hot bowl of soup. And that little girl, she just loves it. But as time does, it kept moving, and the granny was getting weaker every day. Then, one day, the inevitable happened. She passed away. The world was already changing quickly, and now, their beloved granny was gone. But her daughter, Luli, and her granddaughter, they kept her memory alive. They held on to the stories and the warmth of the shop. Luli had to be practical, though. She told her daughter, "It's going to be so difficult to run the shop without Granny." But her daughter, full of hope, said, "Maybe the spirits will help us. Granny believed in them after all." Now, you've probably seen sky lanterns. People float them up for fun, or maybe at a bonfire. But Luli and her daughter knew something secret about them. A secret Granny had shared. She had told them that these lanterns travel up from the sky and go straight to the spirits. And that the spirit's home, specifically, was in the branches of a tree that had been growing for thousands of years high up on a cliff. And who protected that ancient tree? The Guardian Brothers. Meanwhile, in the spirit world, we see those Guardian Brothers sitting around, actually listening to the news. One brother calls the other over and shows him the tree. It's now covered in all those lanterns that had gotten stuck. He says, "Look at this. Maybe the humans need our help." But the other brother quickly disagrees. Just then, a small music box starts playing. It tumbles down from above. It's the one Luli's daughter had tied to her lantern. The first Guardian Brother looks at it and says, "Aha! Someone is definitely sending us a message." He reaches out to grab the box, but his brother tackles him. "No, stop. This is probably a trap. Nobody has called for us in ages. We absolutely should not trust humans. Time has changed and humans have changed too," he insists. Then an old spirit comes over. He helps them understand the situation. "Look," he says, "humans have moved on, yes. But if we don't help those who still remember us, we will be erased from the world. Nobody will remember us at all, and then we will truly be over." The first Guardian Brother agrees with this wise old spirit, saying to his brother, "We have to go back to Earth." Suddenly, the spirit's dean zooms in. He delivers a message. The mayor has ordered everyone to gather in the spirit hall in 15 minutes, and he gives a very stern warning: do not, under any circumstances, go near any posters. Apparently, there was a single, lonely poster still hanging in the village. So, the brothers jump into a tuk-tuk and head toward the spirit hall. On the way, they have a near-miss collision with a big wheel. But they use their superflight powers and land right inside the hall. The scene is incredibly captivating. The mayor thanks everyone for coming. He says they should celebrate the fact that humans can't use them anymore. And just like that, the party begins. Everyone is dancing and having a great time. But then, the mayor drops a bomb. He announces that a spirit broke the rules by going into the human world. It was that old guardian spirit we met earlier. The mayor officially terminates the old spirit from the spirit world because he helped a girl against their new rules. They sadly take his special gown away from him. The Guardian Brothers watch, feeling terrible. "I always just wanted to help humans," he whispers. He sadly places his hand on a wall, and the paint starts peeling away right where he touched it. He shows the Guardian Brothers something incredible. The wall used to tell the huge story of a war between humans and an evil spirit. This evil spirit was terrifying because it could change its form. It had many disguises. To ensure victory over both humans and the spirit world, the evil spirit had divided itself into 3 pieces, and each piece was locked in a different, secret location. The old man explains that the reason the human world and the spirit world separated in the first place is because humans simply forgot their history. One of the Guardian brothers suddenly gets an idea. He whispers to his brother. He argues, if we defeat it together, we can unite humans and spirits again. We need to tell the humans that that spirit is the real enemy. We only separated because of him. Otherwise, we could live together. He asks the old Guardian for the secret locations where the pieces were locked. The old Guardian gives him a special leaf and tells him the pieces are locked far away in a village. This leaf will help you get there, he promises. The Guardian brother asks one last thing. What will happen if I release that evil spirit? But then, looking into his heart, he adds, but you have a good heart. Do what you think is right. Back on Earth, a new shop opens right next to the soup shop. The owner of this shop is doing well, and he offers to help Luli and her daughter. But they refuse his help, and they don't trust him. He secretly wants to buy their soup shop from them. Luli's daughter offers him a complimentary bowl of soup. He quickly takes a sip. It is so unbelievably spicy that he has to run away. The young girl wants to play with some kids outside, but they call her a poor girl and run away. This makes her so sad. She goes to her mother and says, we should just leave here. Nobody understands us. Meanwhile, in the spirit world, one of the Guardian brothers is consumed by the idea of searching for that evil spirit. The mayor then gives a new order. All spirits must remove their portals, the doors they use to enter the human world. No, I can't stop, he says and starts to leave. His brother grabs him to stop him, but he can't. The Guardian brother zips off into the human world. Luli's daughter is walking down the street when suddenly a few dogs start chasing her. She tries to run, but they surround her. And just in time, the Guardian brother who went to the human world appears. He saves Luli's daughter. The girl is confused. Who are you? You don't look like you're from around here, he tells her. I am a Guardian, and I'm here on a very important mission. He gives her a special gadget that he says will protect her, and then he leaves quickly. Luli, who was waiting anxiously, hugs her daughter tight as she arrives back at the shop. The Guardian brother uses the leaf to get to a forest. He looks into a lake and sees many fish swimming around. He realizes they must be the ones sealing the first piece of the evil spirit. He draws his sword, and suddenly, a giant man appears shouting, "Who disturbed the monster spirit?" But wait, it's just his friend who was trying to kid him. His friend explains that the mayor gave him the job of protecting this seal. The Guardian brother tells him he's going to break the seal and that the evil spirit will come out and attack them. His friend is terrified. The Guardian brother plunges his sword into the lake. The water bubbles and shoots up into the air. He sees a red fish, which is actually holding a piece of the evil spirit. But this is no fish, it's a dragon. It sucks all the water out of the lake, drying the bottom completely. It needs a piece of the Guardian brother to get more powerful. The Guardian brother attacks it, and it goes flying off, turning into a full-fledged dragon in the air. Meanwhile, the Guardian brother is turning a dull gold color and becoming weak. Someone is draining his powers. At the same time, the gadget he gave the girl starts shining and pulling her toward the forest. She is drawn to the spot and sees the dragon flying above. Back at the shop, Luli discovers there is no water supply. The neighbor from the new shop comes over and tells Luli the whole town is out of water because the lake is dry. He offers her his water, immediately bringing a pipe. But secretly, he mixes something into her water drum. He wants the soup shop to fail. When Luli serves the soup, the customers quickly start complaining of terrible stomach aches. They unknowingly ate soup made with contaminated water. Soon after, the police arrive because of a report of bad food. They seal the shop. It was all that bad neighbor's doing because he wanted to buy the shop. The Guardian brother's friend rushes to the other brother and explains that something is wrong. Your brother is on Earth, and he attacked me. The second Guardian brother thinks for a moment, then decides to follow. He uses the poster door and falls right into a shop in the human world. Again, Luli's daughter is walking down the street, and the dogs attack her again. This time, it's the second Guardian brother who saves her. They go to the police station and beg the inspector to open the shop. He tells them he will come that evening for an inspection, and if the shop passes, they can open it. The girl and the Guardian brother start cleaning the shop. Luli's daughter finds those old Guardian posters that were hidden away. Her mother tells her, "Those were your granny's posters." That evening, the inspector comes back, checks the shop, and happily gives them permission to open. As he's leaving, he notices something else. Cockroaches are swarming out of the neighbor's shop. Soon, that shop is sealed instead. It was a clear sign that if you wish evil on others, it will come back to you. The girl looks at the guardian brother who just arrived and says, "I know you guys are guardians." He asks her, "Where is my brother? He came here first." The girl uses her gadget to search for the missing guardian brother. Meanwhile, the other brother breaks another seal and is becoming even weaker. Finally, the two brothers meet up. The first one says, "Only one more seal is left." His brother cries, "Stop. It's too dangerous for the world. Don't do this." But the first brother vanishes. His brother tries to stop him, but the first one takes her ring and disappears. The girl is heartbroken. Luli says to her daughter, "Everything changes over time. Why don't we change our recipe too?" But the girl is firm. "No, this is great. Granny's original recipe. How can we change it?" But after some convincing, they decide to try something new, something their granny never did. After a lot of attempts, they finally create a new dish. People absolutely love it. Their shop is suddenly crowded. We see some kids come to the soup shop. Now, the girl gives them the guardian posters with their soup, and they all start playing together. On New Year's, the soup shop is absolutely packed with customers. Elsewhere, the guardian brother, who is still on his mission, arrives at a building using the leaf. He can feel that the last seal is here. He goes inside and sees statues of his brother and the dragonfish, the first seal. An old man comes up and asks him, "Why are you here?" The guardian brother is confused. "How do you know me?" The old man says, "Who doesn't know the powerful guardian brother? But look at you. You're weak and alone. Your brother has even left you." He then tries to flatter him. "You should be proud that the evil spirit chose you for this task." Back at the soup shop, the bad neighbor sneaks in to try and steal their secret recipe. The small girl catches him, but he ties her up and demands the recipe. Just as the situation looks dire, the first guardian brother appears. He saves the girl. She is so happy to see him. "I knew you would come," she cries. Meanwhile, the old man tells the guardian brother, who is still in the building, "The evil spirit is watching you. It's right here, close to you. Even though it lost its powers, it's been guiding us all along." The guardian brother immediately realizes the truth. The evil spirit had made him break the seals, and those were parts of his own soul. He had destroyed pieces of himself. He is consumed by anger and loses control. He starts smashing all his statues. The old man urges him to break a picture next. But then, the other guardian brother arrives. He shouts, "You can't go back to the past by destroying everything. The world needs guardians like us." But his brother takes a sword from the final statue, and that breaks the last seal completely. The evil spirit returns. Suddenly, everything is plunged into darkness. The girl and her mother rush into the shop to escape. Just then, a firecracker explodes. The evil spirit is terrified and runs away. The girl realizes something important. She rushes outside and tells everyone, "We can fight the evil spirit with firecrackers." Everyone grabs firecrackers and starts setting them off, driving the evil spirit away. The two guardian brothers then make a final plan to defeat an evil creature that is turned into a monster from the tree. They use their special protection ring and hit it right on its hand. The tree monster is destroyed and the darkness lifts. The guardian brother, who had become old and weak, is young again. The brothers decide to stay on Earth and open a restaurant for spirits. Because of their efforts, the people on Earth feel safe, strong, and happy again. And that is how the story ends.